All right, so hi, my name is Megan, and I'm one of the admissions recruiters at Lyft here today to talk about our AMT program with Jackie, and then Austin joining us. Could you guys go ahead and just introduce yourselves?
I'm Jackie. I'm the manager of the AMT Apprentice program.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm Austin Wells. I'm an apprentice in the apprenticeship program.
Cool. Just to start us off, if either of you or maybe Jackie, if you just want to give us like a brief overview of the AMT program, tell us kind of what the program is, and yeah, just give us an overview.
Okay. The program is a 30-month program, and that's an FAA regulation. And so within that 30-month program, the apprentice will be, well, sorry, I should start with that's an earn to learn program. So with that said, it's a paid job employment with Lyft Academy or the Lyft maintenance side of it. And we offer health benefits also with that. But within that 30 months, the apprentice will fill out a logbook with all of the hands-on experience and classroom experience that they get. And once the 30 months is over with, the apprentice will take it to the FAA for, then they'll grant them to be able to take the oral, written, and practical for the airframe and power plant license.
Awesome. So what type of person are you looking for when you're choosing apprentices? What type of skills do you like to see in apprentices that are applying for the program?
Hands-on experience, enjoys hands-on experience. They don't have to personally have it right off the bat. That's easily trained. But eager to learn and wanting to come in and experience it, and also understand the benefit of an apprentice program over a traditional school. So.
Awesome. And what are the requirements to apply to the program?
High school graduate, be 18 years of age, and that's about it, I think.
Awesome. And the program, there's no costs that come with the program, correct?
That is correct. There's no cost. Tools are provided to the apprentice, and all equipment and uniforms too are provided as well. So.
Awesome. And then we've gotten this question quite a bit. When will Lyft be looking for new AMT apprentices?
That's a hard one at this point right now. I don't know the answer to that question. I get it a lot as well. Since it's still an employment, we have to go by what's man hours are needed. And as of right now, we're currently still in a situation where the need is just not there at this point.
Awesome. And then could you tell us a little bit about kind of after the aviation maintenance technician apprenticeship program, what does life after that look like? What can apprentices that have graduated the program go do? Where can they work? Tell us a little bit about kind of post the program.
Post program, I mean, we would like you to either stay with Lyft or Republic if there's openings, but of course, if not, an apprentice once licensed can work anywhere from GA, General Aviation, which is kind of like the flight academy, or airlines, regional airlines, FBOs. Kind of the world is open. There's also other avenues outside of aviation that do hire airframe and power plant mechanics because of the training with aerodynamics and stuff, race car teams and stuff like that as well. So.
Oh, that is really cool. Awesome. We also have a few questions for you, Austin, since you are one of the apprentices in the program. If you just want to kind of start off telling us a little bit about kind of why you chose the Lyft program, what made you want to go into aviation maintenance?
Well, I've always been interested in like aviation, like flying and stuff like that. I actually started out in the flight program and transferred into maintenance because I just didn't feel like it was a good fit. I like working.
And change. Canada has a 5-year program, and you can't work on everything. You actually do one aircraft specific type that you learn And then you have to go through like an apprenticeship program as well after you get the training. England is about the same way. They split theirs up in a different way as well. So it just depends on the company and how that can broaden or allow you to do those. It just depends on where you're at. So
awesome. Interesting. Great. Couple more questions, Austin. What has been kind of your biggest challenge in the aviation maintenance program? Are there any things that you kind of had to overcome? Anything like that?
No, Lyft is, I've had a pretty generally good experience. The only problem I've had is kind of growing pains. Just like policies not being set in stone yet, but I feel like that's kind of just general aviation in general. Like it's always changing. So I'm just gonna have to get used to it.
Yeah, definitely. And then do you have like a favorite experience so far? Like anything that you've gotten to do in the program that's been really cool or something that you really look forward to and anything like that?
I'd really like to go on a maintenance flight.
What's that?
But so far I think the coolest part is we get to taxi the planes around a lot.
Okay.
It's kind of like, you get to drive a plane without really like taking it off the ground. So it's kind of cool.
Awesome. And what does the relationship look like between the licensed techs and the apprentices? Are they kind of teaching, or what does that relationship look like?
Everybody's got like a different teaching style. They all are very knowledgeable and definitely have different points of view and different ways of doing things. They all kind of learn from each other as well. Like somebody might have a better way of doing something, and they teach as we work. So it's kind of you have to kind of intuit like the best way to do the best way that you learn from them, and kind of it's a give and take kind of relationship. You have to want to learn, and you have to let them know that you want to learn.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then I'm sorry, I'm looking at some other questions. What would you tell people who are interested in doing what you're doing and doing the apprenticeship program? What's some advice that you would give someone that's looking into becoming an aviation maintenance technician?
I would honestly say, it's something that you do when you want to change. You like working with your hands. I would say look up. Like there's a lot of resources online about like the testing and stuff like that you'll be doing, and they use generally like all the same questions. Just study before you get into the program and stuff like that, and it'll be a breeze. So if you like working with your hands and it's something you really want to get into, you have to have a passion for it. So just study and go for it.
Awesome. Let's see. And then, Jackie, a question for you. What are your favorite parts of the program? What are some things that you really enjoy about the apprenticeship program?
Well, I really enjoy teaching them and having new people come in and want to learn the field or the trade. That's one big one. And then just being able to be creative in creating curriculum and training and all of these other things that are coming to coming to be gradually throughout this year. I hope a lot of them. COVID has stopped a lot of things, but in addition, I hope it brings out some good things for the program this year. So like he said, we did get a tail cone from Republic that happened to be damaged that we will be able to utilize. And I like that part about it as well. We are able to work with Republic in getting those, that training to the apprentices as well. But unfortunately, yeah, like Austin said earlier, we haven't been able to offer going over to Republic and training because of COVID and kind of the situations and restrictions. But soon, hopefully, after everything picks up after that, we'll be able to offer that as well. So.
And then I'm looking at more questions, sorry. Are there any goals for kind of the future of the program, Jackie? Anything in the works or changes or anything like that?
As of right now, we haven't really discussed anything for the future, for the vision of it. Everything changed last year, and we haven't really got a chance to sit down and have that discussion. So, but I'm hoping that some of that stuff we can bring in. It may not be exactly the way that we wanted to implement it or bring it across, but I'm hoping to bring other avenues of that same kind of training to the apprentices and the technicians too, because that's kind of another focus that we do is the on-the-job training for them as well when they start and throughout the process of their employment as well. So
awesome. And then one more question for you, Austin, or maybe a couple more, but did you move here for the program or were you from Indianapolis?
I actually moved here from Maryland.
Okay.
So it was kind of a big move.
Yeah. Are there a lot of apprentices that are kind of from other areas or?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
We have another apprentice who's from New Jersey. One of the AMPs is from New Jersey. I think
Idaho is the other one.
Yeah, Idaho. I couldn't remember which one.
We have another one from Idaho.
Yeah. So yeah, people from all over.
Awesome. And then one more question. Has the apprenticeship program helped you make friends? Kind of what's the camaraderie like on the team?
Oh, it's great. Yeah,
Awesome.
I've made tons of friends here. The people, like, we all joke around and make the day go by, and that just yeah, I've made I think lifelong friends here that I'm definitely going to keep in touch with even after the program ends.
That's great. How many apprentices are there right now?
10, I believe.
Okay.
There is currently 10. Yes.
So it's kind of a tight-knit group, I'm sure, which
really
helps with getting to know everyone. So that's really cool. Awesome. Well, that is the last question that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for joining us and talking about the maintenance program. It's been you guys, so we appreciate it.
Sure. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, guys.